I think if that Uma Maheshwari, if that answer to your question. Yeah. If there are any more questions, you can type in the chat window.
As a parent, Aditya, I just want to answer this
Sure,
advice
sure.
to new people. Um, uh, I just tell the parents to be patient and just follow the child. What are their needs? What they want to explore? Just be there for the child and just be open. Let us not worry about other things like what school teaches. Let us not only worry about that. Let us be open for many things, and the child is capable of doing many things. So we need to be patient and just be there for them. Don't have any expectations. Oh, my child should learn this within this period. Just leave the child. The child will go on his journey, and he will learn somehow. What he has to learn, he will learn. As a parent, we can't force. It will have a negative impact if we tell them. They will definitely not do it. So just be with the child and just follow the child. That is my, as a parent, we have gone through the same journey, and I feel it helped us as a parent, and it helped us for our child also. I think it may help others also.
Uh, there's some more questions. Should I answer them?
Yeah. How frequent you used to visit Arohi in your learning curve? Shweta is asking.
How frequently? Every week. Yeah, every week. Monday to Friday. 5 weeks in a month. Yeah. 5 weeks.
So we have a break week after every 5 weeks. We take a 1 week break and then we continue again 5 weeks journey. So Advik used to travel along with other children Monday and go back on Fridays. Uh, Typically on Fridays we also have outdoor where the children go for different exposure. Last year Advik decided that okay, I want to do something else, and then he started trying internship, little worked with different people, then also working on his programming deeply. So that is what his journey on Friday last year. Yeah. So I
Aditya,
yeah.
relating to traveling, I just want to share.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah, when Advik just when we decided we will put Advik, and he was supposed to go by train, and we were very much worried how he will travel. But Arohi team, so nicely they have given training to Advik. He could able to do that, and we also have put us in a group. He can travel. That is how we started fearing how it will happen, how it will happen. But after a period of time, now he can go alone anywhere. He can do journey on his own. And last summer and all, he went on his own to different places. Now he even plans his travel plan. If we have to go anywhere as a family, he also gets involved and he plans our travel plans also. So that was his journey for regarding the traveling. He was just like a child, not knowing how to go about, but now he can travel on his own,
Yeah.
and he wants to explore. He wants us to give him a chance so that he can go for 1 month without knowledge. He wants to explore traveling, which still we are not ready as a parent.
Yeah, I think last 1 year he has been saying, I want to travel, go places. And last year he also said, I'll be traveling alone from Bangalore. So I think he have been trying in different ways. So yeah, good. Shirisha, you added this point. Taskin is asking, could you
Yeah,
tell what's your current age? And
I am gonna turn 14 August 10th.
he's yet not 14. And I think this is the fifth year or sixth year in Arohi.
6 year.
Yeah. So Nanda is asking, yeah, kids stay. Yeah, we stay. Kids stay Monday to Friday. Some of the children who come from outstation and can't go back home on Friday, they even stay weekends with us. We as a family live here. So Radhika, that also gives you an answer. Advik is yet not 14, going to be 14. Um, Jayashree is asking your thoughts about being away from parents at a very young age. You want to share anything about
I
it?
was actually very scared because of the dark and all of that, and since my parents also weren't there, I was scared and all of that the first year. So yeah, I didn't like being in the like night was very bad for me at campus.
Okay, so maybe you want to talk a little more. I think Aditi is also asking, was it difficult to stay at the age of 9? How did how did your journey go?
Yeah, it was actually a bit difficult. I also used to cry like in the night. Uh, but I started getting used to it after some time, like because there were many people around. Made more friends. In the starting, I also didn't have. I never used to talk to a lot of people, but slowly, I started talking to everyone. I started working up with people, so that also helped me. People over there also helped me.
Yeah,
Like,
Aditya, I want to share in this regard.
Yes,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, initially when he started going to ROE, every day sincerely, he used to give a missed call whenever he was free. And every day we used to talk to him for half an hour like that. That was the first year. And last year, though, we have to remind him every time to give us a call. He was even not ready to give a call to us after going there.
Because he
So,
was, yeah, towards the night he would go for drumming, and I think he had
yeah, too many activities he was there, and they were playing some games, all that. So it was all of we behind him, calling him and
yeah, so maybe that gives you some input through Advik's journey, Aditi, and I think one more person was asking. Anaga is asking about internship. Do you want to little share, Advik?
yeah, okay. Uh, so I was going to an internship. So my father goes to this place called BNI. So that's like a place where you talk about your business or something like that. So he knows one guy who could like which it's near my house also the place. So I went to an internship over there. I started going, but I didn't find it very helpful because I think for them also it was new. Like someone like me coming, like a kid coming, and they didn't know what work to give and what not to give, so that it took them time to even assign me something to to give me something to do. So after that, I only left because it wasn't helping a lot. So yeah, I just left it because of that.
Yeah, it was, I think, some receipts or some entry or something like that.
Yeah, I did few entries, but after that again, uh, it was a bit
Yeah.
boring type.
So he continued working with another resource person on programming. You were working on some programming on Fridays,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah.
Python over the phone, and he would dedicate Fridays for that. Nanda Kumar is asking, what's your plan on mainstream education, like 10th, 12th, or college?
Okay. So it is still in my mind. Like I still, what do you say? I haven't really talked about it. So right now I'm trading. If I get, if I make consistent profits, so I'm planning not to write 10th or anything. That's just in my mind. And also I have another business idea which is still in progress. So I made some design and all of that. Go ahead and do it. So there's some clashes about this product as well. So yeah, so it all depends on what happens this year. Then only
Okay.
I'll decide if I'm going to write 10th or not.
Okay. So Shilpa is asking, how are you feeling about being interviewed as an achiever?
Achiever, I wouldn't say I still have achieved anything. There's still more, or maybe I've achieved little things. Uh, it's fun answering questions. Instead of just speaking like how I was speaking, it's fun answering questions than randomly speaking about stuff.
Yeah, Shirisha, Naveen, you want to add something on 10th and 12th college?
My mom wants me to write 10th.
Okay. Frankly, we want him to write 10th and 12th. That's there in the mind. But sometimes when I go through the syllabus, when I go through the books, I feel this is absolute waste. Spending time for preparing for 10th and 12th. Um, but then certain Rick always says society pressure. So we are pushing him to actually prepare for 10th. So during lockdown, both of us were putting pressure for him to actually study. And then one day we had one talk with Aditya, and she changed the entire concept. So that has actually given a lot of strength to Advik for not writing 10th exam. So there is always a debate in between three of us whether should we write or not. So that is what is going on.
But currently, I'm just studying to get sleep. I'm studying maths to get sleep a little earlier.
Yeah, I also want to add, I think just to see that how a child is also trying to understand the whole thing. Last whole year, he kept an hour a day to devote for his studies. Um, uh, so his logic was, Advik, correct me if I'm remembering not what you said, is that I just want to keep in touch just in case if I still have to give the 10th and 12th. I don't want to be just completely away from what the
Yeah.
textbooks are saying. So he would come, exactly sit for an hour, do work sincerely, and he will say, after that, don't ask me about any of these things because I'm just doing it to keep in touch. So he was also, and he still is I think quite beautiful to see that how he is, like any other things which either he has learned or left or tried in many different ways, and how he's gone deeply at this moment in business and trading, how he has been also looking at the other aspects, like some of these things like 10th examinations and 12th. Reena is asking, can you teach trading to people who are interested?
Yeah, definitely.
So you got a business proposal now. You can start a business. Yeah, he has already started the YouTube video, right? For that also.
Yup, you subscribe to my channel if you're interested.
Yeah. Okay, Shilpa is asking what special time you gave for fitness as you have registered to take care of your health. What special time you gave? Okay, yeah. Did you, what I'm
Uh,
understanding Shilpa is saying, did you dedicated some time for fitness?
Specific time, but whatever was happening, I tried doing my best.
Yeah, so Shilpa, as a part of our schedule, we have morning fitness routine. Some children join, some not, I mean,
Yeah.
some members join, some do on their own. Some take their own time, but they are there, as Advik was saying. Yeah, so there are different ways people respond to that space of fitness, what we have as a part of our what do we say, the exploration, like exploration of music. Similarly, we have exploration of fitness. Yeah, so Advik, your subscribe increased to 17 to 23. You can do more webinars like this.
Yup.
Yeah, Aditya, regarding the fitness, I would like to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, as a child, he was a very quiet child. He will not do any mischiefs. He was a very good child when he was small,
You
and he
still.
was not doing any, means not very playful child. He used to hesitate whether he will fall. Even if he falls, he will do ha hoo for small scratch also. Like that he was. And after he went to Arohi, now he doesn't care about pain. Even now if he falls, he doesn't worry about that. He is less worried about all these things. And his fitness levels has increased a very to a greater level. And in 30 days challenge, when he had taken in Arohi as a part of the Arohi activities, he was at his best in fitness. And now also it has become a part of his routine. Sometimes he'll be little bit lazy, but still he does on his own. We need not have to, as a parent, or do exercise, nothing like that. every day morning sincerely. Once he wakes up, he will have water, and then he will go for his exercise. After that only he will do other routine works. But the first
Yeah.
activity is the exercise what he does. So it has come because 5 years he was doing this in the campus, so it has become like a routine for him. And
And
even
also, yeah.
as a child, he supports us because they do campus care in Arohi. So I said, when he was coming on weekends to house, I said, what only Arohi is the place where we will do campus care. This is the place you are spending and you don't want to do anything. Then he started doing for the house, and it has become a part now. Even for some time, half an hour to 45 minutes, he spends for house related activities every day in the house.
And because of that, he wants to invent a mop which can clean the house.
Yeah, he was mopping when lockdown happened, because he was supposed to do every day. He got an idea to come up with a mop and sweeping machine. So he is into now designing that machine. Every day he is working on that.
Yeah, also to add, I think Advik, you have done 2 courses of skiing in Gulmarg, 2 years consecutively.
Yeah, 2 years.
Surfing last 2 years he has been doing.
Yeah,
Uh,
surfing and skiing.
did you
And
do rock climbing
rock
with us?
climbing, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm still a bit scared on rock climbing now.
Even horse riding he has done. It was such a surprise for us that he decided he wants to learn horse riding.
Oh yes, one summer
Yeah,
he.
yeah. When I was taking him for a horse riding, I used to get scared seeing the horse. So big it was, but this fellow was nicely sitting on it and riding it. And he was enjoying that.
So Bharti is adding, have some confidence. Bharti is one of the ROE parent and Pari is her daughter.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
she
for his
used to
mother. Yeah.
hesitate to touch any books regarding curriculum. Yeah, so Shweta is asking Advik that my son says he wants to be scientist and he's 8-year-old. Could you brief how would Arohi support? Shweta, maybe you can little more hang around after 4. Ratnesh will talk about how Arohi can support. Advik, do you want to answer if somebody wants to become scientist, what they should do?
In the Arohi, how can Arohi support?
Um, Tough question. Okay. I don't know. Ratnesh is there. I guess he knows some science stuff, and there's Bhargav uncle as well. There are many people who knows science stuff, and also we have science kits and all of that. There are a lot of resources to explore in campus as well. So resources might help a lot, and that is one thing that can be taken as a support. And yeah.
Yeah, so Shweta, we will add more what Advik was saying beyond what Advik is sharing. Meanwhile, Taskin is asking Shirisha and Naveen, what was one thing which drove you away from conventional to homeschooling?
Okay. Okay. In a way, has not gone to a conventional school, although he went to a Montessori school, which is a kind of an alternate education, where, of course, in Montessori schools there are a lot of focus on academics, English, maths, and all that. But then going forward, when we looked at the conventional school, and when we have also gone through the similar kind of education, the kind of knowledge that we got out of the conventional schooling and the real application in our day-to-day life, we realized that the conventional schooling will not give all the skills that are needed for a child. That's when we thought our son should go through a learning journey where it is meaningful, not for the sake of writing for an exam or to get a degree. So with that in our mind, we thought, okay, let's actually look at this alternate education and open learning. And Arohi was a perfect fit for us, and we really have enjoyed in last 6 years. Although in our family there were people who were skeptical about this method of education, there are people who are still skeptical about this education. But then we thought this is the right thing for our son, and I see that he's really enjoying this journey. So of course there's a lot of work, there is a lot of pressure, there is a lot of things that happens at the campus. Children are busy right from 6 o'clock in the morning till night 10 o'clock. And whenever as a parent we also can stay in campus, when I go and stay there, I find it very difficult, very hard to stay in campus, because the entire campus is designed in such a way that you are made uncomfortable. So when you are made to live in an uncomfortable scenario, so the child is prepared to live in any kind of scenario in life. So that's what we also observe in Advik. And not only Advik, I have seen with all other children. I also traveled to Gulmarg along with these children in 1 year, in the first year when we went. I can see children are so adaptive to any kind of situation. So one of the travel we went to Dehradun region once as a family, and we lived in the hotel. There was no hot water. So we as a parents, we have been accustomed to taking hot water, and we cannot survive without hot water for taking bath. But this guy just went to cold water bath and came back, and we were really surprised. It was so cool, but then still he went. So I feel that children there in Arohi get adapted to any kind of scenarios. So that is the main advantage of I would say that this open learning has given to him.
As a parent, we don't want to spoon feed, and no, we want to be supportive. They have to be on their own at some point. Why we have to wait till they become old? So we thought, let him be on his own. That was our idea from the beginning, and we wanted to create the right environment. So as a parent, we can do that thing that is there in our hand. So we wanted to create the right environment for him, and the environment will naturally take care of the child. So that is what we did, and now we are very happy. It was very difficult for us. It was not very easy to take the decision, but we are happy we did that.
Yeah, thanks, Shirisha. We'll just take a last question. Advik, this is for you. And then I think Nanda is asking for us to little brief about Arohi. Yes, definitely we will do that. Shilpa is asking, would you call Arohi a home school or open space for learning? Advik, this question is for you.
Open space for learning. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that sums up.
Okay, so thanks. Yeah, we've reached 4 o'clock. So thanks, Naveen, Advik, and Sirisha for a very interesting interactive session. I was thoroughly enjoying, and yeah. So thank you very much, and we hope more people will see this video and get inspired from your journey, both the parents support to the child, and yes, and subscribe Advik's channel. Yes.
Thank you for subscribing to the people who have already done it.
Okay. So what I will do is, now I can share a little about Arohi. So I'll do a quick 2-3 minutes presentation, and then people can ask me questions about Arohi. So yeah, so if you want to stay, Advik, Naveen, and Suresh, you can stay. If you want to sign out, you can sign out. For people, participants also, if you already know about Arohi, then you can, if you want to leave, you can leave the meeting. But this is more for people who are not very familiar with Arohi. I can quickly take them through the Arohi thing, right? So yeah, so you can decide whether you want to hang around or stay around. I will just pull up a small presentation. Right. So let me take few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, to quickly go through this presentation. I'll not use all the slides, and then you can ask me more questions. Yeah. So Arohi, we started Arohi more because we thought the purpose of education seems to be to get people to earn, to get them a job, to build a career. It's too future oriented. It's not now oriented. The first 25 years of our lives are as precious as any other. Why should the first 25 be for the next 25? So why can't it be to live the first 25 years the way the child wants to live, exploring, learning, doing a lot of different things? but most importantly, the child leading himself or herself. That's the most important thing. So that is what how Arohi came into space, that okay, let the child be leader of himself, and then the child can really take that forward, take himself or herself forward. The other aspect of learning we realized was that it has to be a community. Well, it can be a lot of open learning, but open learning just alone is one thing, and open learning in a community setting can be magical. Which is where we remembered the old proverb that it takes a whole village to raise a child. So that's why Arohi is a community where we all can make a lot of different connections. The children make different connections with a lot of different people, other children, younger children, older children, young adults, old adults, grandparents. So it's a whole community, and that's the beauty of that. And out of all the connections you make, you start collaborating. So each child will be working with some other children, maybe of his age, maybe not at all of his age. A 5-year-old could be working with a 15-year-old, a 15-year-old could be working with a 50-year-old. So that's how collaborations go, and the collaborations are interest driven, curiosity driven, not you can say not driven by any agenda of anybody else other than the child. Yeah. The other advantage of community is a lot of collateral learning happens, and Advik is a perfect example of that, where just because he's in the campus and so many things are happening, you end up learning so many things. These two architects came to make a new building in Arohi, and Advik just got connected with them and ended up learning so much about making a building. And actually he made bricks, and he made plans, and he made foundations, and so on and so forth. So that's the beauty of collateral learning, which just gets rubbed off because so many people are doing so many things in an environment. Obviously, the advantage of community is also that there is always somebody to coach you, to guide you, to mentor you, and that need not be just me or Aditi or somebody. That is all the parents of the community, and even other children can, like how he's ready to now coach on stock market. So we believe that it is through others that we become ourselves. So the community aspect is important, and so is the aspect of the child leading himself, right? So if I want to summarize, the open learning with ROE community is a journey of co-creation, co-learning, co-supporting, and most importantly, co-living. Which is why Advik was saying, hey, my journey has been one without plan. I can see the same, let's say, for my daughter who is now 21, and she hasn't had any plan, and she continues her journey. She has not given 10, she has not given 12, she has not gone to any college. So like that, it's all a co-living journey where we all support each other. Uh, so I want to skip through some of these slides. Uh, we look at Arohi to open to all ages, to all beliefs, to all abilities, to all interests, to all. Anybody is welcome to Arohi, any age, anybody. The whole idea is of that learning should happen by what you want to do. So the children do hear stuff, adults also do hear stuff. Nobody does anything else. Doing the whole day, which is why we call the spelling of Arohi is DOING, and the community to take, as we already talked about, the benefits of community. Yeah. Lastly, right now, since the campus, somebody's asking how big is the campus? Well, if you want the physical size, it's about 5 acres. And you have the website here, arohilive.org, which you can look through more. But if you really uh, in these days, how we are working is that we realize that children can't come to the campus because the campus is closed, because the government has directed all the children places to be closed. So we have extended Arohi to people's home. So you can also join Arohi from your home with your children. The whole family can join Arohi and reap the benefits of being in a community with a lot of interaction, collaboration, and co-creation. So that is what we are offering at this point when the campus is closed, and people have joined in from all over the country, and it's very interesting and exciting. Right now, this whole week we work as a community together while each one is at home. So we have called it Arohi X extended to each child's home. Right. I think that's in terms of a spiel, this much is enough. I can take more questions of whoever is here, and if you have any specific questions related to either open learning or Arohi. Uh, yeah. So over to you. You can just type in chat window if you have any question. The skin is asking, what is the role as a parent? That's a very interesting question. Um, the skin, and then I'll answer Nanda's question, Nanda Kumar question. Sorry, not Nanda, Nanda Kumar question. The skin. When you say what is the role of a parent, I would say uh, the role. There is no role of a parent. Parent is also part of the community. Just imagine a space where there are children from the age of whatever 1, 2, 3 years to 99 years. There is no child, there is no adult, there is no teacher, there is no student. Everybody is part of a community doing, learning, exploring what they want to do, learn, explore. Yeah. So if you can visualize it that way, then obviously you are there both as a support as well as you are supported. So as a parent, your child would need some support from you. Child may want to discuss things with you, want you to listen to you, and so on and so forth. The child will drive, and you can drive. You can guide, mentor the child, as well as you can take support and help of each other. Yeah. So that is how the role of a parent is. Yes, um, you don't have to be in any. You don't have to be in near our campus. You can be in Nagpur. You can be anywhere. Uh, how the online part works, it's not really online. Yes, the tools we used are phones, web calls, Zoom calls, and we also use a Slack. Slack is like a an online posting and messaging community where we share what each one is doing. We get to know who is doing what. If you posted that you made an artwork, I can post a thought on it. If I am saying I made this, you can call me and we both can learn from each other. So a lot of connections can happen over phone, over, as I said, video calls or Zoom calls or however. But the whole idea is not to do anything. There's no teaching online, or there is no one thing happening online. It's all to do with co-creation and collaboration within the community members. There could be a child being guided by an adult, and there could be an adult being guided by the child, or there could be a group of children and adults together learning. For example, we have a lot of clubs right now running. Just with Advik at 2 o'clock today, we had business club where we were discussing aspects of elasticity and inelasticity in product designing. Um, uh, and so on. Radhika is asking, okay, let me give you more examples of clubs. So yeah, so we were having this, we are having clubs like movie club, music club, programming club, food club. There are so many different clubs happening because people want to meet together and discuss. History club, reading club, so many. Yes, Radhika, you can join for a month and experience. There is no commitment. It is up to you how much you want to engage. There are no webinars in Arohi X. There are some time. There is a community time. You can join in the communities events. You can join in the clubs. You can do one-to-one collaboration with other people of similar interest, and so on. Shweta, we have a football club. The footballers, there are many, there are about 4 to 5 footballers now. So what they do is, and I'm also part of the football club, though I don't play much football. We all meet together every day, Monday to Friday, 2 to 2:30, and we watch a video together and discuss the video of football. Or we have some books where we read from, and we also have a fitness consultant who can guide us as to what kind of fitness we need for football. So we at least have a football club, but there can be more sports club depending on who is. So these clubs and all of these get initiated by people who have that kind of interest. So there can be a gardening club, there can be a bird watching club, there can be any club. The idea is that the whole, that's the community idea. When a community, when a group of people, let's say now around 60, 70, 80 people are there, so when you all meet together, when we are in a space where everybody is sharing what everybody is doing, the cross connections will automatically happen, and that is the whole idea. Right. I'm also typing in the link that you can see for the Arohi X. Yes, definitely, Radhika. Once the government directive comes, we'll definitely um, reopen the campus, and definitely everybody would be welcome back uh, to the campus. Fiona is asking, are there any pets at campus? Well, yes, we have dogs, cats. What else you want? Snakes, scorpions? Am I scaring you? We have all kinds of hundreds of birds and lots of insects. And to us, everybody is a pet. Pet doesn't mean that you have to pet them, but you can enjoy their beauty. Yeah. So it's a campus located in a village about 20 kilometers from Hosur and about 60 kilometers from Bangalore. Um, okay, somebody's saying my voice is breaking. Okay, I hope it is better now. Karthikeyan, is there anyone working somewhere and still part of this program? Not sure what would that mean. Can you little elaborate what you mean by working somewhere? Meaning, obviously, everybody's working something or the other they are doing. So, but in specific to, are you saying that you are a working parent? And I'm still not able to get your question. Yeah, you can be a working parent, but you and your children can still be a part of this. In fact, Naveen and Sirisha are both working, and their child is Advik is part of Arohi, like that. So I'm still not clear about your questions. Maybe you can rephrase it. Divya has raised a hand. You want to ask something? Please ask in the chat window. Shweta is asking when the child wants to join Arohi post. Shweta, what I'll suggest is just go to the website. All the information is there. We don't work in terms of fees. We work in terms of contribution. And yes, there are costs of running and maintaining the place, and which is what we all kind of pitch in and take care of those costs. That's all. There is nobody making any profit here. So it's simple. But so website gives you all the details. If you go to the website, and you can get an idea. uh, I'm still not sure, Karthikeyan, if I've got when you say working person, are you joining Arohi X for your child, or are you joining it for yourself? If you're joining it for your child, obviously you can join and you can be working. If you're joining in for yourself, then yeah, I mean, I think you can join if you have a specific interest, and if you have a specific reason to be here, you're most welcome. If you want to learn and be part of a community. I don't know if I've answered your question, Karthikeyan. Maybe if you have a doubt, you can also call me uh, later, and I can clarify that. Okay, you got the answer. Okay, so yeah, any more questions? I can still be around. And again, if you need more help, you can always visit our website or give me a call. If you want to just do open learning for your child, or unschooling or homeschooling, and if you have questions, you're most welcome to connect with us. Uh, we also have a Telegram group where a lot of other open learners and unschoolers and homeschoolers interact. You can join that. Um, okay, Taskin is asking documentary evidence. So I like the word that you have used, documentary evidence, the skin that people ask. The beauty is that documentary evidence does not need to be a certificate. I can have a portfolio. Tomorrow, if Advik goes to a company, let's say he does trading for the next 3 years. In 3 years, he'll be 17. And he would have done trading then for 3 years, and also studied a lot of other business aspects. So if he goes there and shows what he has done in 3 years, uh, I think a lot of people will be very eager to employ him even at an age of 17. Right? Where other people are doing 12th, he would be getting employed simply because he would have documentary evidence to show he knows, he understands, he has done it, he has been there, he has the skills. Yeah. So I think, yeah, people have moved away from certificates and they have moved into what you have very nicely termed as documentary evidence. People need to just see that you have the skills. And if you can prove it via a portfolio, via your YouTube channels, via your work, I'm sure people are more than keen to look at you rather than some certificate. Yes, the scheme, you have to show them your work. Once you show them, then they will believe you. If Advik shows you his YouTube channel, and let's say now he has some YouTube videos, in the next 3 years, he would have some 500 more there and a lot more stuff, then I guess people will believe him. Why not? In fact, it would typically be the other way around. Somebody will come across his channel and contact him and say, will you work for me? I think people are looking for employees who are self-driven, who are in charge of their learning, their thinking, who are resourceful, who apply their skills, and not just produce some certificate. I think this is what employers look for. Okay, Radhika is asking, how does it work with both parents working? Uh, so Radhika, that's a very interesting question. If both parents are working, the first question in my mind is the child alone at home? If the child is not alone at home and you are at home, you may be working, then I think that is more than enough. First of all, we need to have a trust in the child, a faith in the child that the child will do, learn, interact, and gain a lot of things. We only think of uh, that the child will end up just watching YouTube videos and waste his time. That's not really true. Children also want to do a lot of meaningful work, also want to learn a lot of interesting things. All they need is some guidance, somebody who can support them, which is where obviously the parents' role comes the first. And so if you are at home, even though you might be doing your work, you are only doing it between certain hours. The rest of the time, there is so much to co-create, so much to do together, much like how Naveen and Sirisha have been doing with their son Advik. Naveen and Sirisha run a business and they are very, very busy with their business. But the busyness doesn't mean that they don't have any time for their child, because in a schooling, we think we have sent the child to a school, now our job is done. In open learning, we say, oh, okay, so now we are all as a team and we are all learning and we are all thinking and all, we are co-creating, and that is the beauty. So it's not the child who benefits, the whole family benefits, all the members benefits. So if you are, if you, the point is, let me put it this way, is we need to think what is of priority. If my child is my priority, then I can definitely, I would want to definitely spend time with my child, apart from spending time on doing my work and ensuring that the child gets the kind of company, the kind of support, the kind of interaction that the child needs, which will come primarily from you and then from the extended community like all of us here. It has to be an all together effort. You can't, in Arohi, you don't delegate the work to Arohi, because Arohi is nothing. It's all of us. So you are in a way saying, hey, all of us together will learn together. So I don't know if I've kind of answered your question, but yeah, we can talk more. You can call me and we can talk more about this. But definitely, whether the child is part of Arohi or not, if parents want to do open learning or unschooling at home, whether they are working or not is, I think, an immaterial. Yes, you will have to make some adjustments. The child will have to make some adjustments. Some changes would need to be worked out. But I think that's just a matter of logistic. Um, Here we don't have anything in Mumbai, but sitting in Mumbai, you can be part of Arohi. Sitting at your home, you can be part of Arohi. So just go ahead. I had already posted the link. You can look at how you can be part of Arohi at even from Mumbai. If you want to meet more people in Mumbai who are doing unschooling, homeschooling, drop us a mail. We can send you names and you can connect with people in Mumbai also. Shweta, let me first kind of question your question. You are asking, uh, sorry, before that, let me look at Taskeen's question. She's saying, yeah, yes, Taskeen, the age doesn't matter. Advik start, let's not call it early. Somebody can start at 2 years and we can say Advik was late. So let's not get into this early and late business. Whether your child is in class 12 or whether child is in class 5 or class 1 or is just 1 year old or is 40 years old. Every moment is a good moment to start a journey that you want to start. So let's not get mixed up with the ages. Shweta is asking any examples of who has succeeded as an entrepreneur, scientist, engineer. So I want to first ask you, Shweta, why only these three? Why are you only asking for scientist, engineer, entrepreneur? Why you are not asking people who have who are just living their life, who are succeeded at being happy in their life, who are maybe tailor, who are maybe a cook, who are maybe a mother, who are maybe a designer, who are maybe a RJ, who are maybe whatever they want it to be. The point is Arohi or open learning isn't about what you do in your life. It's about discovering yourself, and in that discovery you will do different things. Um yes, Shweta, I understand you're just meaning to give some examples, but somehow for some reason a lot of people end up giving the example of a scientist and an engineer. I mean, already our country is overpopulated with engineers. We don't want engineers. Yes, we want children who want to do what they want doing when they are totally excited about their life and how they want to live well. In some ways, Advik is already an entrepreneur. He's already training and trading and earning money. He's a self-employed earner, you can say, and he's not even 14, right? So I can give you lots of examples of lots of people who are doing lots of different things. The point is not what they are doing. The point is they are doing what they want to do. I think that is more important. So I would say that I can give you hundreds of examples of people who are successful in being happy doing what they want to do. Let's not get caught up in which stream they have chosen to earn their living. That's a very small thing where people can even change those streams. So that's not a big deal. Yeah. Does that approach connect with you, Shweta? I know I've not answered your question directly because I want you to think beyond thinking about futures and these standardized roles that we have come up with: scientist, engineer, doctor, entrepreneur, business. No, let's not think about this. Let's not think about our life. My life is not how I earn money. My life is how I live my life. That is what my life is. Tashkeen, yes, we do a training program. But that's not directly about open learning, but that's more a program for parents and teachers. That's a program called Jagriti. In fact, we just finished one batch yesterday. So you can look that up if you would be interested in that. I'm just putting the link also on the chat. Yeah. So that's a program for parents, or the next batch starts on 17 July for parents and teachers, but it's not directly related to open learning. It's a program to understand your child and understand you or yourself as a parent and do a lot of unlearning. We have learned a lot of things which may be actually more of a barrier. So it's an unlearning or untraining program. That is Jagriti. If you're specific looking for how do we cope with open learning, I would say join in Arohi X. We are all there, we are all learning. It is a daily training, weekly training, not by training done by somebody, but by being in the community. You would learn a lot of how to work with children. In fact, we will learn a lot from you. So open learning is a community business where we all are together. It's a community thing. Sorry, let me not use the word business. It's a community thing. It's a community life, and there is so much to learn from each other. So uh, specific to open learning, I would say be part of ROEX. We had also in the month of April and May, last month and before that, done a program on self-directed learning. It was an 8-session program. All the video recordings are available. Just hop on to our website and you will get the video recordings if those are the kind of things you are looking at. But if you want something live, then ROEX is what I would. Yeah, this was the link for the program, the self-directed learning program that we had done, like 8 webinars on that. Yeah, yeah. More questions? As I said, you can always ask us questions later on. We have, I think, almost reached 4:30. So maybe I can pause here now, and yeah, you can come back to me with on email, on phone, with more questions. Aditi, we have no idea when we can open the campus. That's totally dependent on the government. So uh, I don't think even government has that answer. I think nobody has that answer. So as and when the governments allow educational and children related activities to open up, we will also open up. Yeah. Okay. So I think we can end here. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining and for thinking of open learning as your journey. And we are all there together to support each other. Just keep that in mind. Yeah. So stay connected. Thank you. Thank you very much.